Since America is such a melting pot, it can sometimes feel like we're all just a blend of different cultures. But how does it feel to have your entire national identity officially be a mix of three distinct cultures? Look no further than Luxembourg, whose people and languages are highly intertwined with that of neighbors France, Germany, and Belgium. Luxembourg is one of the smallest and least populous sovereign states in Europe, but it is a very important one. Luxembourg City is one of the 4 official capitals of the European Union, and it has one of the highest GDP per capita in the world. One might wonder what advantages such a tiny country could have for an international business. While Luxembourg is small, it occupies a strategic position at the heart of Europe, and its multicultural and multilingual workforce can help foreign companies establish a strong presence on the European continent. The forward-thinking government of Luxembourg has turned it into a pro-business financial center, with high-quality infrastructure and political stability that some of its neighbors lack. If your company is thinking about setting up European operations in Luxembourg, here's some information that might help. The cost of employing someone in Luxembourg is relatively inexpensive, even for Europe, with typical cost loading being around 11% of an employee's salary. Aside from Social Security contributions, there aren't any mandatory benefit requirements for employers. However, employers should be aware that a 13th month salary payment as a bonus is very common to offer to employees. A legal entity is not actually required to directly hire and pay employees in Luxembourg. If your team is small enough and not directly generating revenue, you can register a foreign company to provide payroll in Luxembourg, which avoids the need for setting up a legal entity. However, companies do need to apply for a specific business license in the industries that they intend to operate in. Written employment contracts are highly recommended in Luxembourg and must contain certain information, like start date, place of work, job functions, and salary, among others. In addition, there are collective bargaining agreements in place at the company and industry level, and these must be adhered to, so it's important to work with an advisor who's familiar with the Luxembourg regulations. Employees in Luxembourg must be terminated with written notice, but the employer is not required to provide a reason if the agreed upon notice period is observed. A reason must be provided if an employee requests it upon immediate dismissal, and hearings must be held or the Economic Committee must be notified of dismissals, depending on the size of your company. For quick market entry, international PEO is an option for Luxembourg. This limits the benefits you can offer to employees, and compliance is largely dependent on the situation, so it's best to work with an advisor who can help design a solution that fits your company's needs. If this all seems like a lot, I have good news. UnaTerra can help you every step of the way. We'll work with you to design a solution that meets your needs in country, whether it be establishing a legal entity, hiring through a PEO, or just making a payroll registration. We run payroll, act as controller for your international entities, and take care of corporate and payroll compliance so you can focus on what matters most, your business. Call me, Andrew Lang, or any of our sales team today to get the conversation started. We look forward to helping you succeed on the international stage.